Good afternoon. Welcome to Jen's Awesome Show. I've got a lovely group of people here for an I Love Shipple Wednesday. We have the meme queen, we have our Shipple auntie, and we have a new face. We have Crystal. Hello.
Hi.
Crystal is, I am told, going to be joining us with the Shipple charity branch of things. And so, of course, being that we've never met before, I have a million questions. So
yes, you
hopefully
do.
that's okay.
Great questions as always, Jen.
Yeah, mostly. So how did you hear about Shipple?
All right, we're just gonna go right into it. So you guys call him Shipple, right? I know
Yep.
it's Ben. I have known Ben for a couple 15-ish years, 20 years almost. And so he's kind of been in this world for a while, and he's kind of pulled us in, me and my husband, a little bit. And it's kind of been fun to kind of live it through him a little bit and just try to figure out what he's doing, honestly. Because if you're not really in it, then it's hard to kind of grasp. And so, but it's fun to hear him talk about it. And so he's kind of, and then he's like, hey, I have this thing. And I'm like, hey, sign me up. Charity stuff, I'm all in. So yeah, I've known Ben for a long time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's very passionate.
Yeah, it really shows.
Yeah. Yep.
So have you been involved in any other crypto projects, or is this the first one?
No, this is the first one.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and it's, so how we kind of got started is I'm a huge Ready Player One fan. Have you guys read that book or
seen the movie?
Have you seen the movie? Have you, Jen?
Awkwardly, not yet. I tried reading it. I got a little bit into it, and I didn't dislike it. I just haven't
had time.
Yeah, so, I haven't made time.
I actually I've listened to the audiobook. So when I say read, I mean listen. And so, but I've listened to it, I think 5 or 6 times because I love it so much. And there's just so much detail in it. It's way better than the movie. But so that's kind of how Ben got us into it and my husband loves it too. So I was listening, and so he's listened to it, and we've done Ready Player 2. And so that was my first like insider into a little bit of crypto. It's a little bit different, but that's kind of just touched on it barely. So.
Okay, well, that certainly makes sense. I'm going to change the direction a little bit here. If you could make a really big mess, no budget, no repercussions, no responsibility, and no cleanup, what would you do and why?
This is a big question. And well, so this kind of goes, I think I've been thinking about this question because I got a preview of the questions, and this one kind of makes me nervous. So I don't know why, but what I am passionate about and what I love to do is, what I've been, my profession. I'm in healthcare, and I would love for people to be able to get healthcare and have access to healthcare anytime in their life, wherever in their life. And I'm a, in the capital, like I believe in capitalism, but I also believe that healthcare should be for everybody, and it shouldn't be like people shouldn't be priced out of it. And so if I could do anything, it would be to change the healthcare system in this world so people everywhere could have good healthcare and have access to good healthcare. And wherever that starts at for them, if that starts at like they need water or they need medication or they need housing or, whatever, that's where I would do it. And so I would need a buttload of money and I want to do it well. That's the thing is like, you have to do it well. So I don't know if that really like, does capitalism and healthcare like go together? I don't know, but that's what I would want to do.
I love that.
Task you would be cleaning up a big mess, I think.
Yeah, well, and that's its own big mess too. So
Right.
yeah, that's perfect. I love
Yeah.
it.
So big. And it's kind
It is
of,
big.
and it's serious. Like, it's not fun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I'm coming at it from the other side of that. We've got universal healthcare here in Canada, so it's for me going on vacation with the family to the States was a little bit not exactly nerve-wracking, not anxiety-provoking, but there was always that thought in the back of my mind of, I guess we should probably be extra careful here
Interesting.
because that's an expense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It
I
is.
mean, you don't, and yeah, I could go into, into so many things about healthcare. It's like, and whatnot, but that's what I would do is I would let everybody have access to healthcare.
Okay. Well, then describe a need, please, in your community, and if you could help solve this need, what would you do and why?
A need in my community. I don't know, Lori, you might need to help me out with this one. There's always needs in our community.
Yeah.
I think right now, I think the biggest need that we see is, I don't know, just like, I think the biggest need is like more love and compassion for people in our communities. We don't, it's so divisive. Everything's so divisive. And so if that means showing, is like somebody that's homeless or somebody that doesn't have, food and whatnot. One thing that I really like in our community, a little small community we live in, is they have these, like, they're little, like, almost like houses. I don't know, somebody built them and they put food in them. So they're like a little emergency food shelters kind of for people. And anybody can go, anybody can put food in, anybody can take food out. And I think it's wonderful. You don't have to like go to a food bank and grab food. You can, at a certain time of day in a certain place, and you stand in line and you get a box or whatever. And like, if you just need a can of soup, then you can go grab a can of soup. And then if you go to the grocery store and this month you have extra money and you can, buy extra and put it in there, then, and then in like Facebook forums and community groups, we have, people like, hey, this, food, I don't even know what they call them, but is running low. And then the next 2 hours away, somebody's like, oh, here it's full again. So, so that's really cool. I love that. I love the micro charity. I think that it can make a big difference. I mean, I know macro can too, but I think micro is kind of where it's at, and it helps build people up. It shows love to their neighbor. So I think that stuff like that's very cool. So biggest need, I guess, is probably just more like love and compassion and more things like that in the world.
I really like that. There was a newsletter that came home from a kid's school this week at some point, and there was a mention of one of those little food places. Somebody built one right across the street from the school, and it's there on the corner, visible. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good to have things like that, because then you have choices. Give some, take some, whatever works.
And a lot of them are along with the little free libraries. So it's books and food, which is super cool. Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah. And I like that they involve the kids too, like that are close to the school. So for one thing, like kids going to and from school, like they can, but like if you put a flyer in there, then the kids understand that it's not just them, it could be you that needs something. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty. So changing direction again here. There's an expression of lead, follow, or get out of the way. And I'm wondering if there's ever been a situation that you've been involved in where it's been a get out of the way situation that had a really positive outcome.
Get out of the way situation. Sure. Gosh. Man, Jen, you know how to ask these questions, dude. So with like, are you talking like work, personal, I guess?
Could be pretty much anything. Work, family, personal, anything where it applies.
Yeah, I like to get things done. And so if that means like I do like to get things done. And so if you're not doing your job, well, I just did a meeting just before this, and so I was talking to one of the guys, and we'd worked together on this problem, and I needed his help, and so we'd been talking about it, and he was like, "Well, did I do my part?" And I was like, "Yeah, Joe, you did your part." He goes, "Okay, I was just making sure." I was like, don't you worry. I would make sure that if you didn't do your part, that I would be bugging you. So I tend to bug people until they get their job done. And so I do like make sure that happens, because sometimes you just can't do everybody's job, right? You just don't have the skill set to do it. And so I do make sure that people get their job done. And then, but I will say I am a procrastinator, so I have to have a deadline, because if I don't have a deadline, then I tend to be a little bit, I do procrastinate. So, but I do make sure things get done. And I like to, one of the things I've done is I've gone on like trips to like third world countries. I've gone to Haiti or whatever. And those trips, they can be hard to go, like to like leave your family for 10 days or for 2 weeks and go and fly and, raise the money to do that and organize. But that's kind of a get out of the way thing for me, because nobody else is doing it. I want to go. I want to do what I want to do. And I'm just like, just get out of my way. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to, I'll figure out the funds, I'll figure out everything, and then I get to go and do it. And sometimes my family, unfortunately, gets left in the dust, but that's just the way it is. So I think that that's been a positive thing, maybe for me, maybe not for them when their mom's gone for 10 days, but they survived, right? And they only might have been late to school 1 or 2 days. So
That's all good. Yeah, I've traveled as well, and I know that feeling. It's something that needs really stern management.
Yeah. Where have you gone?
All over. I've been through Southeast Asia, a chunk of North America, some of Europe.
Nice.
I have not been to South America or Africa yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. So, but I haven't been to Southeast Asia, so
yeah, me neither.
That would be kind of fun.
It was wonderful.
Was it?
Oh yeah, I would go back happily.
Yeah. I love to travel, but I like going with people that have been there as well, because I think comfort level and stuff like that. So it's fun to travel with people, especially people that know a little bit more than I do.
So. Definitely. Yeah, I like having somebody who's knowledgeable. It's helpful. And you see things that you wouldn't otherwise too, right?
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And to speak the language.
Yes. So that's also helpful.
I'm waiting for the Google Translator that sits in your ear,
So that'll be great.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So in terms of the team here, who will be both running and inspiring the Shipple charity, diverse people, diverse superpowers, diverse everything, you name it. What are your superpowers?
I don't know. Do I have superpowers?
Yes, you just mentioned one. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Get her done.
Get her done. Yeah. I'm pretty stubborn. Is stubbornness a superpower?
Absolutely.
I wish I had a superpower, honestly. I think that one of the things that I can bring to the table is I can get people. I think one thing that I really like about Ben is that he is very passionate about things, and I love that. And I get very passionate about things, and I can help motivate people to kind of come on board and come with me, and be able to communicate that to them. And a good storyteller. Sometimes the people really relate to storytelling, and I love to tell stories and just get people excited about things like that through stories and through relationships. So maybe that's my superpower, but I probably could work on it a little bit more. Sorry, the glare is really bad.
That's definitely a superpower. You just described my weakness, so I think we're probably pretty even there. So
yay!
Yes, that's wonderful. And have you done charity work before or other nonprofit work?
Like fundraising type stuff, or
fundraising type stuff, organizational type stuff, anything kind of along those lines.
Well, if there's something that's opposite of a superpower, it's organizational stuff. So I can organize myself, but I'm not very good at like logistical, like putting things in order. Like you give me a job, I will get it done. You tell me to do something, but I like to tell somebody to tell me what I need to do. So I have gone to India a few different times and worked with different charities over there. I have gone to Haiti and worked with a charity over there. I like to give to charities when I can. I'm not a great fundraiser, honestly, but I do like to participate and be able to do things and, go downtown and serve meals or give, packs away to the homeless or and stuff like that. Just any skills that I can use in that, I like to do that as well. Even talking to people, I think, is really important. But so charity work, in that sense, I'm more of a doer than like a fundraiser. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. It's fun.
Absolutely. So I guess then, because we certainly haven't asked this yet, 2 questions. They might end up being the same answer. Usually they're not. What's your day job and what do you do for fun?
My day job. So right now I only have one job, but I am a nurse by schooling and by trade. I've been a nurse for 20 years. Pediatric nursing is my joy and love, and it's what I did for the first 15 years of my career. I currently am a nurse case manager for an insurance company. I work with Medicaid patients, or members, I guess, that are insurance company. And so I case manage them, make sure that they get access to the healthcare that they need, and kind of help coordinate their care and stuff like that. Love it. It's probably not my dream job, but I do enjoy it, and I'm learning so much. And it's actually a lot of fun to interact with people that I probably wouldn't interact with on a regular basis. So I do like that job. I like it a lot. And what do I do for fun? That's a good question. What do moms do for fun? They drive their children around to and from school. And I live on a couple acres of land. And so we have chickens and we have ducks and I have a dog and a cat. I would love more animals, but I do really enjoy like gardening and being outside and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I do for fun. I go talk to my chickens. Every time I go outside, they come up to the fence and they greet me and say, "Where's my food? Hi." And so they love me because I feed them. And that's the only reason they love me. But my husband flies an airplane and I'm going to try to learn how to fly an airplane. So I'm hoping that will be fun. Kind of sounds nerve-wracking to me, and then I just enjoy like sewing. I do like that. And I like reading or audiobooks. I like both of those. So, but yeah, and I love to travel. And I love doing my job if I can, like travel. So like I love going to India and being able to serve over there. I went to like a hostel and then in Haiti, I actually served at a midwifery clinic over there with an organization. And so we delivered babies for like a week. And so that was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot of fun. But then we also played a little bit too. So we like swam in the Caribbean Ocean. And so, but just to like experience other cultures and like learn about people where they are and then be able to serve those people where they are is really cool. It's really cool. I love that. If I could do that for more of my fun, I would, because I feel like that's kind of the best of both worlds, is to be able to do what you love and what you are good at. This probably sounds pretty proud and prideful, but I'm pretty good at my job of nursing. And so, so I like to do it, I like to interact with people and, be able to use my skills to serve them. And so if I could do that while over traveling and learning about their culture and stuff, that's the dream. That's the dream. So.
That's fantastic. I like that.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah. Haiti was pretty fun, honestly.
I believe it.
It was hard. Don't get me wrong.
It's hard, but it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did you go there, Crystal?
2019.
Oh, so recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went in 96. Long time.
96. Okay. So before the
earthquake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that's, yeah. So I went, and I don't know where you went, but we went to Cap Haitian, which is up kind of north. And actually went to the Dominican.
Yeah.
For just a day, kind of did a midwifery clinic over, like a prenatal clinic over kind of near the border of the DR. And that was a lot of fun, and went in to the DR and kind of hung out there for a day. So, yeah.
Yeah. We visited an orphanage in Port-au-Prince and hung out there for a little bit, stayed at like a compound for missionaries, and then went out to our friends' family, our missionaries there. And so went and hung out and did service projects for them and their school. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite story, and I tell kids when I substitute, is if you think spiders are big here in Haiti, in our sleeping room, the room we were, set to sleep in, I walked in and there was a tarantula bigger than my foot, this big. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to have that in with me. So I went and got a bucket and a top, and I picked it up, and I was doing fine until the weight shifted, and I was like, ah! So I threw it out, and the missionaries, well, why didn't you kill it with a shovel? And I'm, okay, you have to kill spiders with shovels in this country. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. But
thankfully, I did not see any spiders when I was in Haiti, because I don't know if I could go back.
It was a crazy town, but
they're not there.
It was awesome.
We had this discussion last night. I'm glad I live in a place where it's routinely minus 50 in the winter.
That does help with spider count.
It does. It does. I can handle a couple of weeks in the tropics, but then I need to come home so I can sleep.
Yeah.
Lots of spiders.
You can't even have like geckos that kill those spiders that are that big.
No. When I was in Thailand, I recruited a starving mother cat. She had a bunch of kittens they were all running around the yard of the guest house, and so Mama Cat came and ate the spider for me.
Nice.
But
there were geckos crawling on the walls. We didn't mind them, but
yeah, they're okay.
Yeah,
they're not spiders.
No.
Mm-hmm. I can. Yeah, spiders are probably my least favorite. So at the place we went in India, they had snakes, and they lived right on the edge of the jungle. So I know they had spiders too, but they have cobras.
Oh.
And so they, anytime anybody saw a snake, it's funny because who usually alerted us of the snakes was the monkeys. So they would start squealing or whatever they do, and you would go over and you could see a snake, and so they'd always just relocate them, catch them, and relocate them. But we didn't actually get to see a cobra in real life.
Oh, bummer.
It's probably okay.
Yeah, probably.
I'd rather see a snake than a spider, honestly. So
I don't know about that. That place I stayed that had the spider, my introduction to the place was with, there was a, cute little kitten playing with a brightly colored, cute little snake. And then suddenly one of the locals ran up, tossed the kitten over their shoulder, and grabbed the biggest it wasn't a stick, it was a tree, and bashed the snake. Turns out the snake was deadly.
Yeah.
Am I sure I want to stay here?
Yeah.
I don't know about
Ooh.
this.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for winter. Every time.
Yep. I think that you're right. I think I agree with you.
I went paddleboarding with a friend from Texas, and she said, we could never do this. There would be water moccasins swimming across. We couldn't ever just go out and paddleboard. I'm like, oh, okay. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
So, brainstorming here. We have
I live in Florida, so
You've got some.
Yeah.
You definitely couldn't paddleboard because then the crocodiles would come and eat you.
Gators, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, the gators.
The gators.
Yeah.
I've heard stories.
people do though all the time.
Really?
Yeah, those are the stories I've heard. They're terrifying.
When my husband went golfing there, he comes up to hit the golf, and there's like 10 foot away, a 10-foot gator. He just, yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go swim with them.
Yeah. No, thanks.
So we have the Shipple Fund, and the purpose of the Shipple Fund is to acquire money and give it away to charities, various local charities. What should we call this fund? Because we're not exactly a charity ourselves, but a nonprofit redistributing the funds, not money laundering. That's totally the wrong industry. Although that's what came to mind. So we need to come up with something that describes what we do that's not dodgy sounding.
Shipple giveaway fund?
Shipple giveaway?
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
a tagline for the fund could be "We give a shipple."
That
like
would
that.
be
love that.
awesome. Yes, Jess. That'd be
Okay.
That's perfect.
We give
Yeah.
a shipple.
I like that.
That's so good.
Somebody write that down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm writing
definitely.
notes.
That's so good.
I know. I wanted to hear what you guys thought about the brainstorming, like, because I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's a hard one because I've just had Shipple Charity in my head for so long that trying to figure out something new is a little different. Oh,
Suggestion
go.
here. Shipple stash.
So originally, Shipple Stash is fun. Originally, when we had the Shipple page on Facebook and Basecamp, we had the Shipple Charity Flying Circus.
Yeah.
Was Greg's group on there.
that's hilarious.
So I don't know if that could inform the name in some way.
I like it. I think it is wordy enough that it would confuse people.
Right. There's too many words.
There's a lot of confusion anyway, I think, with what we're trying to do. I don't
This made up word.
There's a fun crossover between the OGs who remember Shipple in the way back when and how strange it was, and the people who have joined the community recently and have just the barest inkling of that strangeness that used to be, because now it's serious. So bridging that gap is sometimes a bit of a challenge.
I agree with you. Yeah. I would love to hear, what the, people that have been in it for a while, what they think too. So
Yeah, I'm curious because I personally I like the weirdness of it and the origin as a joke, but for marketing purposes, I don't know that it carries the same gravity.
yeah, agreed. But I do like the give a shipple. I love that. So
I like that.
yeah,
I'm
a lot.
wondering about something just as simple as Shipple gives.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
give a Shipple from the
Yeah,
Shipple stash.
that could work.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could throw it out
I
like a
feel like
contest, like a meme
That
contest.
is what
Yep.
it is.
Yes.
That is what it is.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. I like the simplicity of it.
Mhm.
Shipple gives. Yeah.
Because it's still quirky,
Yeah.
but it's saying that there's generosity connected to it. So
Mm-hmm.
It
I
would
like
make a
that.
good hashtag Shipple gives.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's easy.
See?
We already
You
have the
guys
wax
are-
wallet for it.
Yeah. You guys are amazing.
Sometimes.
Lots of times, Jen. Yes, you are. Yeah.
Shipple gives. Yeah.
And there could be some funny lines that come after that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Shipple gives ...
A shipple.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is a good start. I think if anyone out there in the community has any ideas, either drop them in the comments like our friend Chris, or
That's
if you're in the Telegram, drop them in the Telegram and we'll take a look and come to a consensus at some point here. Probably by next week. How about by next week?
That's a good
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah. Give us a deadline. Otherwise, we'll never come to a consensus.
Right.
There you go.
Deadlines. We like deadlines.
Deadlines.
We do like
Must have.
deadlines.
All right. So next week on the show, we shall reveal the name.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You
You guys are amazing. I love it.
So what about memes this week?
All right, Jess. Oops. There you go.
Again, even if we have a small group of memes, it's amazing to see how much more involved the creativity has been this week, which is really awesome. Okay, I'm going to try and share my screen.
Woohoo.
Okay.
We're going to see what happens.
It's a thing. It's a process.
Okay, share a window, Telegram. Can you see it?
I think you have to click on the share button. You have to select your window, and then there's a green
did.
button to.
The green button in StreamYard.
Yeah, there's a whole. Yeah. I
It's a
did that. Now I have
process.
to go to privacy and stuff. Okay. How about Jen? Could you possibly
Yes?
share your screen for me?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
I don't have my.
So one
Telegram
thing that I
open yet.
noticed is if you click on one of where did I go? Where did StreamYard go?
Okay.
If you actually click on one of the memes and double click it, it opens, and then you can just scroll through all the pictures and videos, rather than scrolling through the thread.
Yeah,
Whole
I think
feed.
I can do that thing here. I just have to. Oh, it.
Oh,
Hopefully,
that's a good sign. Oh, no. Isn't it?
It closed my window when I did that.
Oh,
I
no.
will try again. I'll just do.
Oh,
create
no.
a button here. It's a thing. Okay.
And the
Stop
theme this week was, yes, for everybody.
Oh, yeah. What was the theme this week?
rockets,
Rockets. Okay.
because we had the rocket to Polygon.
Rocket launch. Yeah.
There.
So I believe
Oh.
it was Greg who came up with the theme this week. Okay. Oh, I mean, who doesn't love a good bullshipples photo? And Bitcoin babes, oh my gosh, I love their art.
They're so good.
And I love just all the greens in this. So fun.
Yeah.
That one's one. That's one I came up with late last night. Don't be like Team Rocket. I mean, we all love a little innuendo.
Yep. Oh, and we have a build contest. We'll have to remember to mention that after too.
Oh yeah, flower
Morning
and
coffee.
Ooh, that look
There's
good.
a lot of not memes in here and some build stuff, and I
That's
think
great,
we're looking
though.
at a lot of build contest entries, but they're pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Not
Very cool.
rockets, but pretty
Yeah.
cool. Don't
Yeah.
know what that was. Oh, it's loading. Oh, it's a
Cool.
video. Is it a video? Maybe.
think
I'm going
so.
to skip
It's
because it's
awesome.
loading real slow. All right, so
Oh, that's from the race last week.
yeah.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure the rocket left without you?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, sure did.
That's a feeling.
Oh, there you go.
That
There's
one's
mine.
from Jen, I believe.
Yep.
Love it.
Nice.
That
Is
one
that
time
in,
that I went and looked at rockets.
Is that in Alabama?
That's in Florida.
Is that in Alabama? Oh, yay, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Fun.
I've been there.
Yeah.
NASA.
A couple of
Me too.
Shippletopia maps.
Yes.
Nope. Got some not rockets here.
Oh, that's fun. I don't know who made that, but it's awesome.
That is cool.
Oh, that was a bull Shipples. Almost guarantee it.
Yeah, so good. I believe there's a couple more.
What was that last one?
The last one was
Okay.
About people making money. Oh, this is, I mean,
classic.
great. It's great. It's great. They're not wrong. Oh, somebody else had the same idea.
Oh, there we go.
And again.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
2027.
We'll all meet on Mars.
I like that. Go to Mars for the convention.
I love that.
Oh, that
I
was
think that's about it.
yeah, because this was the Wednesday that it was announced, so there isn't likely anything before that. Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think then we're into the week before.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. So I would love if Crystal would pick the meme winner this week.
Me?
Did you see one that
Crystal's like,
stood
what?
out to you? I wasn't paying attention.
Live right now? Say what?
Live right now. If there was one that stood out to you that you noticed.
What are the first ones? The first three. There was one I liked. Although if it was Ben's, do I get to have to pick that one? We'll see.
I'll just share again here. Make life easy.
Can you guys hear my dog snoring? No? Okay.
No, we're good.
No, but I wish
I know.
we could.
I muted myself when my dog was barking. She's so loud.
All right, so we have this one and a bunch of not memes and this one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's this one. And then a whole bunch about Uranus.
Oh dear.
Because we're all for, and
That
that's
one's
okay.
good too.
I do like those convention ones. They're neat.
They are fun.
All right. So what do you think?
Actually, I kind of like this. No, like, like the one with the three, the Shipple, that one, Shipple to
This
the
one?
moon, but the moon wasn't good enough.
This
I
one?
like that one. Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah, I love that one.
I
as
think
well.
that's my favorite. So
So I will figure
Okay.
out who the. Can you see who it is, Jen, on your screen?
Soul Canar.
And the wax
If not,
wallet's
I'll
right
find
there.
it.
Yeah, and the wax wallet's on
yay.
it. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Woohoo!
Excellent.
Congratulations.
that's my favorite.
Yay.
Good job.
So Soul Canard wins a Shipple pack free. Yay!
Yay!
And everybody else will get
Congratulations.
everybody else that participated gets an NFT too. I'll send them all out later tonight.
Sweet.
That's
So
always
cool.
good times.
Very good. And then, what is the theme? Is there a theme this week? Are you going to reveal?
Ooh,
The big reveal.
Is there a theme this week? Well, here's my idea: is that next week is Thanksgiving in the U.S. And I thought, what about giving thanks?
Gratitude.
We'll have some
Love it. Gratitude.
heartwarming memes this week. Yeah, some gratitude memes. So, yeah, start thinking
Good
about
plan.
it.
Give a Shipple.
Give a shit.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Yes, we give a shit.
I love it.
So good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for taking part in that.
Absolutely. This is a good time. Well, on that note, we have a couple things coming up. The race is tonight. It is in about 45 minutes. We're having a race. If you want to join us, meet us in Shippletopia. I'll try and be in Chicken Caw early to help everybody. I am still going to do a tutorial on how to get to Shippletopia. I just haven't picked a date or time yet, but it'll happen. And we also have something at the Rave Cave on Friday. I don't know any details yet, but I know there'll be something. There always is, almost always. So that's coming up. And I don't have any other shows planned yet, but I'm thinking about doing a how-to series. So
It's a great
if you have any how-to questions about Shipple, about the Uplift, about anything I might know, feel free and send me a message and just ask. And if anybody wants to be on the live stream with us for the race tonight, send me a DM on Telegram and we'll make sure you get that link and we will race and have a good time.
Very cool.
So that's the
Yay.
point. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, Crystal, and
Thanks.
we'll
Thanks for
see some
having
of
me.
you next week.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Crystal.
Right.